Merkley of Oregon, talking about Donald Trump on the Senate floor.
Mr. President, earlier today, Donald Trump called for the United States to ban all Muslims from entering our nation. This is the single worst idea that I have heard from any presidential candidate ever. It is inconsistent with our American values. It is inconsistent with our national history. The nation has looked back on events in our past, for example, the Chinese Exclusion Act, or the internment of Japanese American citizens, and realized it was a huge mistake to make one significant group our enemy. It is inconsistent with the vision of our Constitution, in which all came to the United States seeking to escape persecution and be able to practice whichever religion they chose. The founders of the United States did not seek to make our nation one in which only a single religion could be practiced. They did not seek to establish one religion as the preeminent religion. They instead wanted a place, a safe haven, where people could worship as they pleased, which is the heart of our First Amendment. This idea is wrong and wrong-headed. It is wrong in the context that we are not at war with Islam. In fact, we are working in partnership with Islamic nations to take on a terrorist group known as ISIS. It is wrong in that all patriotic Americans of every religion are working together to take on this terrorist group known as ISIS. In addition to being wrong, it's wrong-headed in that making Islam the enemy is playing straight out of ISIS playbook, which wants to create a war between America and Islam. And in that sense, this type of irresponsible statement endangers our national security rather than strengthening it. So let others stand up and embrace our citizens of every religion and recognize the partnership that we are in together to take on terrorist forces. That we're working in partnership with a variety of nations that have a whole variety of religions, including Islam, to take on the terrorist force known as ISIS. Thank you, Mr. President.
And we expect live coverage of Donald Trump here shortly, speaking at a campaign rally in Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. The GOP president